So in a week, The Hill writes, where his administration has paused and then unpaused immigration raids on farms and agricultural businesses, President Trump indicated on Friday that he would support a system where farms could continue to employ undocumented, illegal workers so long as they took responsibility for those hired. We're looking at doing something where, in the case of good, reputable farmers, they can take responsibility for the people that they hire and let them have responsibility because we can't put the farms out of business. Trump paused immigration raids at farms, supposedly restaurants and hotels last week after authorities apparently began ramping up enforcement actions at those locations. The Washington Post then reported Monday that the Department of Homeland Security told its staff to resume raids, a move border czar Tom Homan confirmed yesterday. So it is not clear what such a system of responsibility might look like. In the meantime, the changing guidance has left many workers feeling uneasy, which they should be if they are here illegally, with some failing to show up to job sites for fear of being arrested and subject to deportation proceedings. Good. The raids have also drawn pushback from farm, hotel, and restaurant owners because they like having semi-slaves that they can control and pay less than regular citizens. And some of these hotels, restaurants, and farm owners have asked the administration to exempt their businesses from the raids. And I think this is a big mistake if Donald Trump does this. Now, Trump likes to play both sides of the field to kind of sort of vet what his response will be. It's one of the things that he does. I would be shocked if they fully put the kibosh on raiding farms, raiding hotels, etc. Because if he starts putting out exemptions for illegal aliens, this would be one of the few things I think he could do that would hurt his support with his base. There's a lot of hair pulling over, say, Israel and Iran. Those are nothing in comparison to the blowback that you would see if he started breaking his promises with illegal immigration. People want all the aliens to go. That's it. The idea that Americans wouldn't pick up the slack and start working jobs that, say, on farms is just a good argument, because wages would increase. They would have to be increased to lure in regular citizens, because right now they're way underpaying illegal aliens to do the work. And there's a lot of solutions for this if it really mattered. But I think this would be a big mistake for Trump. I really do. I think he's walking a fine line here. Now, Brooke Rollins, the Secretary of Agriculture, was among the people close to Trump who urged him to change course. Stephen Miller, one of Trump's closest advisors, has put DHS and its subsidiary agency, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, under significant pressure to step up the number of arrests. It carries out to 3,000 per day, and that will escalate because they are doubling ICE agents now. They're in the process of doing that, hiring another 20,000 agents. Trump reiterated that he wanted to focus on deporting those with criminal records and that he and Miller were on the same page. And he said, "I never want to hurt our farmers. Our farmers are great people. They keep us happy and healthy and fat." Well, not a fan of the fat, but sure. But again, this would be a huge mistake by Donald Trump if he is seen as protecting illegal aliens because they happen to work on the farms or they happen to work in the hotels or the restaurants. The overwhelming majority of Americans want the illegal aliens out of the country. If he were to renege on that promise, or at least being seen as partially reneging on it, that would really hurt him, I think. Because he's been Teflon Don this whole time. Nothing has really ever hurt Trump. Specifically with his voter base. But when it comes to fulfilling his promises of deportation, building the wall, etc., that's going to be a deal breaker, I think, for him if he kind of seems weak-kneed at that. So we'll see what happens. I'm not so sure that it's nothing more than BS coming from media news outlets trying to build it up as more than it is. But only time will tell.